Hello, this is Bloss6 and Equestron here, and we're here for a bit of something different. It's 2 days before Halloween, and we're both not going to be able to really do anything on Halloween night, so we figured do something special, and this is essentially going to be hopefully a pilot to us reading stories on my channel going forward because well, especially some creepypastas, because there's still a lot of bad ones out there that need to be laughed at. So that's what we're here for, to pick apart the crappy pastas.
Yeah,
But
these are not creepy pastas. These are crappy pastas.
yeah, and so we have three today, two short ones and one long one. And we'll start with Transformers G1 Megatron's Rampage. So if you would, do the honors.
All right, here we go. I remember back in the day, my favorite show was Transformers. It was a show about robots and a battle for good and evil. I always tried my hardest to collect the toys, but the prices were always insane, even in 1984. Fast forward to 2010, I was disappointed at the Michael Bay movies, and I wanted to see the original series again. So I looked on eBay and found season one for $1. That's cheap. And I decided to buy it to relive my childhood. 5 hours later, I got an email with a text file saying information from animation seller at hotmail.com.
Wow, how distinctive.
I know, very. I opened it up and it said, thank you for ordering Transformers G1 Season 1. The item will come in a regular DVD case with a Transformers picture on it, and the disc will not have a label on it. Alright, so you ordered a bootleg. 17 days passed, and the package arrived on my doorstep.
Well, at least
I
it
bought
wasn't immediately like, oh, like an hour later, oh, it's on the door. Like,
Yeah, yeah. I know, right? So if you want to be a creepy pasta,
yeah,
it's be like
yeah, you
immediately.
got one.
Yeah. It's like 17 days passed and the package arrived on my doorstep. I bought it. I brought it to the house and got a knife. I cut it open and the DVD was the same thing like the text file described. I put the DVD in the DVD player. The menu had an image of Optimus Prime and Megatron in chibi form, and I thought it was stupid and unfitting.
It.
I thought that was stupid and unfitting. It. I guess there's supposed to be a period here because it had all 15 episodes of season one if you include more than meets the eye miniseries at the bottom of miniseries. Okay, there's no punctuation here. Okay, at the bottom of the list there was a 16th episode titled Megatron's Rampage. I played the episode to see what it was. The episode started without the intro. It started with the Decepticon base as it closed up. We see Megatron with the other Decepticons. Megatron was planning another attack on the Autobots when Starscream
Was
said,
planning another attack.
"Yeah, was planning another attack." Okay, when Starscream said, "Why do we want to attack? We should attack. Why do we wait to attack? We should attack now." Megatron looked pissed and slapped Starscream and said in a deep voice, "The reason we wait to attack because of fuck-ups like you." Starscream replied to Megatron, "I do not consider myself a fuck up. The real fuck up is you. I was the leader of the Autobots. If I was leader, the Autobots would be piles of screws already." Megatron picked his arm blaster and killed Starscream then, and we see a
He
close up
picked
of
his arm
Starscream.
blaster like he's picking his nose.
Yeah, and we see a close up of Starscream with his now black eyes and his mouth open. Then Megatron said, "Anyone else?" Megatron stormed out of the base and went to the Autobot base. And Bumblebee went to Teletran 1 to contact Optimus Prime. Bumblebee said radio noise
Optimus
system.
Prim.
Optimus Prime, Megatron broke into the base. We need your help. Then
Optimus
Megatron,
Prim.
yeah, Optimus Prime. Then Megatron choked Bumblebee until he was dead. Like Starscream, his eyes now black and mouth open. And then Megatron turned to the camera and said, "Matthew, I am coming for you. I am not fucking around." the the episode ended from there. I took the DVD out and put it back in the case, and I took it outside and burned it in the fire. But how did Megatron know my name? He's just a cartoon. I will never know. Oh,
So,
that's
so
way to
aside
put
from
me.
bad punctuation, it was pretty alright.
Yeah, it was
No,
alright.
no, it was shit.
Yeah, yeah. That escalated quickly.
It's like, okay, I'm gonna kill Starscream, then Bumblebee, and I'm gonna kill the person watching this piece of shit.
Someone will make a 90-minute movie out of it somehow.
All right, yeah, all right. That's a nice appetizer. Let's get another one, and this time I'll be reading Pokemon Episode 1.5.
Oh, great.
Oh, okay. Oh boy. Anonymous user 1. This is crap. Already good start. All right.
This is amazing.
It was a fall of 2014. Already off to a good start. I was digging through some old VHS tapes, and then I found a VHS tape called Pokemon Episode 1.5 exclamation mark. I was exited to see what my old Pokemon episodes. Exited, not excited. Time to be the Grandma General that I knew I always was. So I popped that sucker into the VHS and pressed play. Yeah, just put that comma there instead of leaving it as it is. Yeah. You can use a semicolon, but no, that'd be too lame. No one uses semicolons.
Semicolon's stupid.
I was eager to see my childhood memories again. Then the title started up, but Ash was singing to it. I was baffled. Ash singing the theme? Then the title card showed up. Ash gets a drug test. I didn't know what to think. The episode started with Ash's mom waking him for breakfast. Then Ash woke up and smashed the clock on his mom's face. She fell back unconscious. Ash woke up and went outside. Oh wait, Ash woke up twice in a row? What a combo breaker.
Well, after he knocked her out, that was so tiring, so he went back to sleep.
Went outside. He crossed in the tall grass. Professor Oak stopped him. Ash turned around and kicked him. Oak fell to the ground. Then Ash went to the lab. It was a lab with Pokemon inside. Yeah, no shit. Excuse me. Oak limped into the room. Ash teabagged Oak and stole Pikachu. As he was walking out, Gary stopped and talked to him. I got my Pokemon before you! Ha ha ha! I'm the best in the whole freaking world! Ha! Ash shoots Gary, and Gary falls to the ground, dead. He then went and stole Misty's bike. Wait, stole Misty's bike, then turned black? What the fuck? Okay, suddenly there's a race change. What the hell? I didn't even look at these beforehand. I was just like, okay, Transformers pasta, and a Pokemon anime pasta were my... Oh my god, okay. He wrecked the bike off a cliff and laughed in Misty's face. Then it cut straight to episode 3. Ash, Misty, and Brock were walking in the forest. Misty says, "Can we take a break? We've been walking for hours!" Brock's face turned blood red, and he began shooting curse words at Misty. Ash said, "Hey, lay off, man!" Then Brock strangled Ash until he fell to the ground. Misty tried to run, but Pikachu runs towards her. Pikachu shocks Misty to the ground. Then it cuts to them walking again like nothing ever happened. I get to know that Amethyst Blue is in this universe too. Ash yawns really loud until it was so loud it could bust your eardrums. Then Brock kicked Misty and farted in her face. He craps a turd and her hair. Team Rocket comes in and shoots a harpoon through Brock. Brock then dies, and Meowth grabs his body and takes it to the hot air balloon. Ash then farts at a really loud, high-pitched rate. Then it cuts to them in town. I can't wait to meet the gym leader, says... I can't wait to meet the gym leader, says Ash. Then Brock says, yeah, I heard she was really hard. Misty says, Then Brock evolves into a baboon and runs away. Ash gets a bucket of mercury. Bucket of mercury.
I guess I was supposed to say mercury, but they spelled it wrong.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a 13-year-old doesn't know how to spell mercury. and spashes it in her face. Bucket of mercury, and spashes it on her face. Then he pours lemon juice on the wound, on the wound.
Oh, on the wound.
Okay, it might. I'm trying to. Okay, yeah. Let me just get a official pronunciation of this, because I'm not entirely sure if it is one or the other.
I think it's one of those words that like are spelled the same, but you can pronounce them differently.
Wand. It said wand. So okay, let's go with that. On the wand. Oak is then seen behind Ash with a sniper rifle. Oh, come on. If you're going to say sniper rifle, you got to describe which one. There's like a ton of them in Hitman. He carefully nails Ash in the head with the sniper rifle. Like he literally just like the fucking the fucking barrel is through his head. Like he just slammed the barrel into his fucking head. The episode ends with James crapping on Ash's mom. I was stunned. No shit. Then I heard a noise. It was Ash. He strangled me until I killed him. The end.
The end.
I mean, if you're gonna do a more mature Pokemon episode, at least make it interesting. Maybe make it that Ash and Misty have sex or something. But this is just like garbage. I don't know.
That was funny.
Yeah, funny. And I mean, like, maybe make it like, oh, well, you have like a discarded tape saying like Pokemon 10 years later or something. I don't know. That's probably a legitimate story on DeviantArt.
Probably.
All right. And now we got something that's actually from Reddit instead of the Troll Pasta Wiki.
Oh boy. One moment.
Yeah, so I was looking for bad pastas, and this actually came up.
I delivered sodas to a strange Walmart neighborhood market.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, we'll, I'll take this first long paragraph, and then you get the two smaller ones, and then we'll try and, change off, I guess.
Alright.
Sounds
good.
I hated the new job! Honestly, I fucking hated it! I just wanted to be a writer, man! Throughout college, in my early to mid-20s, I put fun on the back burner while I slaved away at the keyboard. I wrote everything from screenplays to novels, always horror. I'd even made some money off of it. More money than probably the vast majority of aspiring writers ever will. That's debatable. But in the end, I was still a semi-pro. AKA, I couldn't make a full-time living scaring people with my prose. Not yet, at least. You see, Patrick Rivak wasn't a household name, and I guess at 27, I shouldn't expect to be Stephen King or Brad Haskell. Especially in today's world, where even the best of us semi-pros, and quite a few of the professional writers, need day jobs to pay the bills. I guess you should consider my passion a perfect part-time gig. The money I got off my stories and scripts was always a nice bonus, but now that my girlfriend doubt it. Nicole and I were getting serious. Well, I figured it was time for me to get that day job after all, even one that was fucking miserable. I sympathize with having a shit day job, but at the same time, this is a very entitled man.
Very.
Like,
Considering that
like
he's making money off of this. It's not like he's poor.
yeah, fucking head up your own asshole about like,
Mhm.
I'm so cool, I'm a horror writer. All right, it's your turn.
All right. All right. One of Nicole's friends helped me get this job at a bottling plant. I basically had to drive around to a few superstores and grocery stores and put all the Pepsi products on display. The recruiters tried to pitch it as this being a serious job full of promotion potential, but I saw it for what it was, a fucking stalker. Sure, this wasn't easy, not at all, but there were plenty of hours and the pay would be steady. For once, I wouldn't have to worry about having stories sell or
Yeah, hold on.
okay, sorry.
Yeah, I'm just upping the quality for you.
All right.
Yeah, and
All right.
I put it in the chat just to make sure you can see it separate.
All right. I wouldn't have to worry about having stories sell or doing odd gigs for money. I'd have consistent cash for Nicole and I. In a selfish way, I welcomed what I knew would be a very challenging and physical job. As a night owl, I'll even have to transition from working from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. But after that's a long job. But after hearing people, namely Nicole's neighbors, complain that all I did was right and not make steady income, I can consider the job a defiant fuck you to their bitchiness.
uh, Anyway, I'll move. All right.
Yeah.
Next. And I'd still have 3 to 4 days off when I could focus on the writing. Yeah, you know what? I can empathize with wanting 4 days off. I literally have it, sort of. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I usually get Friday to Monday off, but I'd like to try and change that to just Friday to Sunday and then Tuesdays. That way I can go to the movies again, but that's another matter entirely.
That's another story entirely.
I can still pursue my dream of being a full-time pro, except you wouldn't be full-time, you'd be part-time. Plus, I figured this tedious sales support gig might influence my stories, particularly the characters. So far, at least, everyone here seemed nice. All of them blue-collar, working-class types. I was one of the few employees with a college degree, doubt it. Much less the only creative of the bunch, but I was intrigued by the dynamic. After all the time spent around fellow writers in academia, just joining common American... Oh, God. just joining common Americans gave me fresh insight into the country's heartland. Either this guy is like this guy is definitely I don't know what the fuck to say. Like,
Entitled?
that's about the size of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Common Americans. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Of course, there was also Nicole and I's future. We've been dating for 2 years. I loved her. Hell, I needed her. I mean, okay, that's not inherently wrong to say that, but I don't know. But just for some guy like this, I'm just like, all right. Our chemistry was strong. Our relationship hot and heavy. Don't need to know that. We were two former hipsters at war with the world, even as both of us settled down into traditional work. Yeah. But at least the subtle subtle conformity hadn't changed our personalities any. Yeah, entitled is a perfect way to describe it. Nicole was 25, an extremely pretty and smart young black woman. Doubt it. She liked spending money, and she made the cash to live vicariously. Not to mention, she could outdrink anyone you knew.
You. The letter U.
Yeah, because it has to be written by a person because nobody would be Yeah, this is totally real and not fake at all because people always replace the word "you" with the letter "U" all the time. Armed with radiant eyes and wavy hair, Nicole had always captivated me. Her tall, slender frame was made all the more attractive by her quirky fashion sense. Uh, your turn.
I was slender and had a crazy grin, probably. I believe that part. Even though I was 27, I looked much younger, with straight brown hair stylized by spiked bangs, boyish dimples, and bright green eyes. I was unconventionally handsome, to say the least. And when I didn't have my and when I didn't have my contacts in, I was forced to wear oversized glasses, more befitting an elderly rocket science than a millennial in his late 20s. So
Steve
yeah,
Urkel.
Nicole. So yeah, Nicole and I were a cute couple. Even doing manual labor, I clearly wasn't made for. I stayed with the job. I wanted to for Nicole.
Hold on. Is this just like a reverse of Steve Urkel and Laura Winslow or something?
Probably. That's probably where the twist is. He's actually Steve Urkel. My second day at work left me with my trainer Ray. He was supposed to show me the ropes and explain what the hell I was doing. Instead, what I got was a picky ass army vet, a 55-year-old man whose 20-year experience at Pepsi left him both in great physical shape and with a comical dedication to a job that illiterate 16-year-olds can do. Aided by his trimmed brown hair and beard, Ray fit the mold of a Bible Belt bullshitter, a supervisor who faked friendliness to all the bosses and store owners. Ray's clothes and car were always neat. His blue eyes laser focused, his loud booming and full of southern charm.
His loud booming what?
Yeah, his voice loud, booming, and full of southern charm. I could tell the army pride never left him, and neither did his delusional demands for excellence.
Oh my god.
What about your delusional demands for excellence?
Judging by this, I'm gonna say this guy is probably from probably from Texas, Louisiana, that area. Because if you say like going by like this guy is cool, but he's a no nonsense guy. Like if you really hated your boss, you'd be like, I actually no. How am I supposed to know who the hell this guy is?
Yes, how are you supposed to know?
If he's this entitled about everything, he could probably be a liar too.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Like a meticulous surgeon, Ray made sure all these Pepsi products were precise and pristine. Only this wasn't brain surgery or any job that required rigorous focus. This was stocking shelves, a job that.
Ooh.
Quick little story. I was brought on to a dollar store job that I'm still doing today. I wanted to do stocking shelves, but I was required to do cashiering. It's basically the other way around. They're just like, oh, it's basically mostly cashiering, and we just hire separate people to do stocking.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just... I'll be leaving soon anyway, so it's fine. Well, and by soon I mean, like, hopefully within the next year. Alright, where was I? I actually didn't mind Ray during the breaks, but goddamn, he was a nightmare on the job. More tyrant than trainer. He worked me like a fucking dog. After just one day, my legs were sore and my body dehydrated from all the heavy lifting. Not to mention the exhaustion I felt from the countless times I had to redo the store coolers and shelves to fit Ray's lofty standards.
Whoa.
The sunrise to sundown shift may as well have been a supermarket prison sentence with him. The agonizing work wasn't the only horror either. The time constraint also bothered me. Ray constantly told me to go faster. Considering this guy was a Pepsi vet who moved at the speed of sound, my lofty one day of experience didn't have the chance to matching his speed. I struggled, man, and Ray damn sure let me know. Alright, yeah, I'll do one more. Overall, he was a douche. The drill sergeant I never wanted. In just a split second, he could go from yapping it up with a pretty cashier to barking at me to fill up a cooler. Hell, just on the first day, he told me he had severe PTSD. which he could only tolerate by making sure he performed his duties to the fullest. A real perfectionist of this shit job. Needless to say, I was dreading going to work in the morning, and the sad thing was that it was only my second day. You fucking wimp.
Let's see where.
So at 5:30 a.m.
Yeah. So at 5:30 a.m., I clocked in at the plant. Then I made the boring drive to my trainer's first stop, a Walmart neighborhood market. Oh, that's scary. It's one of those mini Walmarts, missing all the cool electronics, but still full of the same stressful suppression. You think, since it was only my second day, Ray would let me ride with him. But yeah, that asshole never offered, or the asshole never offered. I guess I was too much of a slacker to even be worthy of his precious Honda Civic. So, like the defeated prisoner I was, I pulled into the neighborhood market. The parking lot was empty, save for the handful of cars belonging to employees. I parked next to Ray's Honda. All his army vet back window and bumper stickers taunted me with his booming voice was about to. Resigned to my fate, I stepped out into the late night. My Pepsi windbreaker and khakis had no chance against the February cold. And why'd you wear it? Shivering, I walked up.
What? Don't have any better clothes than that, like jeans?
Yeah, I know, right? But only the doors didn't slide. I came to a confused stop. Leaning in closer, I peered through the glass. Under the market's clinical lighting, I saw a ghost town of a Walmart inside, an abandoned village of goods and cash registers.
Okay, I'll do it. What the fuck? What the fuck? That's his voice. What the fuck? I muttered as cold air poured from my lips. I banged on the doors. The glass fell, frozen to my hand. One more hit, and I think my flesh would have started to shatter like broken ice. Hey! I yelled. With the speed of a wild animal, Ray came charging down the soda aisle. His steps quick, his piercing eyes honed in on me. For once, he didn't look so confident or in control. A frantic turbulence fueled his hurry. Strange, since I'd never seen the man break a sweat so much, lest to ever get flustered. You know, because it's your second fucking day. Ray unlocked the sliding doors. You're running late! Y'all running late, his southern accent growled. I told you to get here by 5:30. His sharp glower kept me petrified in the cold. Jesus Christ! Ray yelled. He snatched my arm in a firm, harsh grip. Get in here! I let Ray drag me inside. Under the bright lights, I felt sheer isolation. Even the Walmart's temperature was an uncomfortable low. Still shivering, I scanned the scene. Yeah. Scanned the scene. Yeah. Yeah. A fucking... I get you're a writer, but you don't have to write like that. No one was around. No clerks, janitors, not a single of the grim, grumpy Walmart slaves. I know working for Walmart's not fun, but what the fuck, dude? Like bells through a deserted cemetery, corny pop music blared through the speakers. Jennifer Page's catchy Crush, only enjoyed by Ray and I on this quiet Thursday. The sliding glass doors slammed shut behind me. I could hear Ray turn the lock. Startled, I turned to see my fiery trainer step towards me. Ray kept stealing looks around the store, a touch of paranoia to go along with his agitation. Hey, where's everybody at? I asked in a trembling voice. Where's the workers? With vivid force, Ray shoved me towards aisle 8, our resident soda section. Just get to work, boy! I faced his intense baby blues. Do you want me to help? Just go check the damn shelves! Ray marched toward the employee-only room in the back, his footsteps loud and furious. Walk right down what we need. I'll go and look in the back. Uneasy, I began to make the journey to aisle 8. I had the walk of a prisoner approaching the gallows. the walk of a depressed employee. Jeez, fuck you, man. Working for retail's hard enough. Don't make it sound like you're literally going on death row.
But he is. That's the twist.
Yeah. No, I'm still alive. I'm not dead. I grabbed the name tag sticker off the counter. And remember to hurry it up this time. I heard Ray bark at me. All right, your turn.
All right. There we go. Cringing. The story is cringe. I charged up to the fateful aisle 8, the valley of the shadow of sodas. Glared down upon me. There were so many goddamn 2 liters, 6-packs, 12-packs, off-brand drinks, and God forbid those fucking 24-pack suitcases. At least looking at beer got me excited.
So there's no beer at Walmart, you fucking idiot.
I know, weirdo. All the soda did was accelerate my dehydration. And what was more irritating was that I couldn't even drink the expired shit. Like a weird detective, I retrieved I had time to jot down all that I needed from the back room. Unfortunately for me, this morning was a hot mess. A pack of deranged children and lazy stoners must have pillaged aisle 8 through the night. There were sodas out of place, some even broken into. What we had here was a Pepsi Cola shit show.
I can tell you right now that people drink and discard empty bottles and such, and like, okay, I said I worked at Dollar Store, so they it's like, oh, they open it up, have something to taste, it's like, oh, I like this, okay, I'm gonna buy it, and just like nom 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 nom, and then they come to me with an open bag, and that's only the people that actually buy the things they open. Sometimes people just chug sodas and leave them on the counter. Well, not the counter. I mean, like the shelves.
Yeah.
I just hide it behind some other shit. But thankfully, since we installed new cameras, I think that's gone down. Well, as far as the leaving it on the shelves, people still do open it up before purchase, but at the very least, they buy it. But whatever. Continue.
Alright. I jotted down what brands I needed, and I hesitated on the hard work.
Hard work?
It's only your second day, dude.
You've literally been here for like 10 minutes.
Amidst this chamber of 90s pop music, I deliberated on my dread, all to the tune of Shania Twain's That Don't Impress Me Much. The colossal crash of the back room's doors made me jump. I turned and looked down the aisle. There was a stray grocery cart, even an open notebook on a shelf, but I saw no one, not a soul in sight, and Shania just kept singing, the only voice I heard in the entire retail castle. I caught a chill. Hiding my trembling hands, I jammed them into my windbreaker's pockets. Restless and cold, I looked right behind me. Still, I saw no Walmart slaves. I heard none of their gossip, complaints, or annoying mockery.
Machinery.
Or annoying machinery, whatever. Nervous, I speed walked down aisle 8. For once, I wanted to see Ray. At the frozen goods section, more cold air greeted me. More silence besides Shania's adult contemporary approved volume. Glancing down the hall, I saw the double door entrance to the storage room, but all around me was just merchandise, no people. Here it was an hour to daybreak, and I didn't see a fucking employee. All I saw was their scattered shit. A notebook here, a full pallet there.
I got it. Shit, I muttered. No, shit. Oh, yeah. I muttered. No, he's goofy. He's goofy. Alright. A sudden slam hit the double doors. Terrified, I looked up right at it. The doors were back in place. Only no shelf came flying out, and no workers for that matter. Behind cautious steps, I approached the back room. Sean Malone's lullaby now swept across this barren landscape. The spoken word vocals like whispers from beyond the Walmart grave. Unease dominated me, but I still don't feel no paranoia was warranted. After all, maybe the employees were just fucking around with Ray. Shit, I mean, they love the guy. As I got closer to the room, I saw a face appear in one of the door's narrow windows, a familiar glare. Ray! He stood right behind the doors, his fiery eyes locked in on me. I came to a frightened stop. Ray, I said. Just as Lullaby kicked into a sweeping chorus, Ray backed away into the storage room, into the dimly lit abyss of spare sodas. Hey, man! I yelled, forcing myself to fulfill the duties bestowed upon me with this Pepsi jacket and fucking name tag. I rushed towards the double doors. Hey, man, do you need some help? Before entering the room, I stole one last look around the store. I was still alone with Ray.
Alright. The storage room was even colder and darker. Basically a Walmart basement. I pulled my jacket in tighter, a thin cover for the chilly draft in here. Tall shelves full of shit surrounded me, and in the dark, all of the wrapped items resembled preserved lab specimen. Hey Ray, what's up? I said, forcing confidence in my nervous tone. I stopped and evaluated the room. Abandoned carts full of unpacked items were scattered about. Our front desk still had open notebooks sprawled across it. Hey, do you need any help? I took a now he has a southern accent.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of going for. But yeah, like, and this fucking guy is just like he's asking if Ray needs any help. What a fucking wuss.
Yeah, I took a few more cautious steps. I saw a retractable door in a dark corner, the same door we took to go outside and drop off all our crates and pillars. And right now, it was wide open. Confused, I stared outside. The market's truck parking lot loomed right before me, and there were indeed quite a few trucks out there, including our own Pepsi deliverer. Through the intense silence, I heard no voices, no footsteps, just the lingering rumble of a truck engine and the howling February wind. Maybe Ray was running around somewhere, I figured, and honestly, I couldn't put it past the workaholic. He was Mr. Pepsi himself.
Yeah. All right. I shifted my focus over to our shelves. Our back catalog of 12 packs and 20 ounces. Regardless of my unease, I knew I had little choice but to get back to work. You should have done that to begin with. I needed to hurry up, as Ray would say, or go faster, as neighborhood market managers would bitch. Because God knows stocking sodas was so fucking important. Back in slave mode, I stepped up our Pepsi section. More, excuse me. Yeah. Most of the 12 packs looked damaged, but not damaged enough. Apparently, Ray had already tapped up the tears. In addition to being an expert stocker, Ray was also a soda doctor, judging how well he refurbished these goddamn boxes. Straining, I began to stack the 12 packs on a wobbly cart. I was like a lumberjack stacking chopping wood. Only this chore paid less. Much less. The boxes all felt heavier than usual. I figured the job must have really weakened me at this point. Or should I say, broken me? You fucking wuss. In such silence, I kept hearing this cart squeal beneath the thunderous thud of each box. I hoped the goddamn thing wouldn't break. At least, with no one here, I wouldn't feel embarrassed pushing this overstocked pile of shit around. Fueled by the intense labor, I felt sweat sticking to my jacket. Crouching down, I wrapped my arms around a behemoth of 24-pack of Pepsi. I tried to lift it, but the pack was winning. A 24-pack was winning. I let out an exasperated groan. Using all my meager might, I finally raised the suitcase. Then a huge crash echoed towards me. A cardboard avalanche. Frightened, I dropped the 24-pack. Even when I heard it push to the ground, my gaze stayed on the open doorway.
Ooh. Alright. From what I could see, several boxes were lying out there in the darkness. Our boxes. Even at this distance, my trained eye could recognize all those goddamn Pepsi logos.
Fuck
and
you.
And all the packs were positioned like the Christmas gifts I never asked for. I never asked for this. Sorry. Thick liquid poured from the bottom of the collection, from the conglomeration of crushed cans. The shit I knew Walmart would make me clean up. Ray? I said in a worried tone. Not a sound emerged from there. The chills now overpowered my sweat. I stole a glance around the stockroom, but I was still alone. My uneasy eyes looked back at all of those boxes. Hey, Ray, you out there? I yelled. Silence greeted me, as well as reinforced fear. I took a step towards the open door. Ray! I stopped in a puddle, probably his pee. An ever-growing river flowing throughout the room. There was no sweet scent emerging from it. I felt no stickiness beneath my feet. Shivering, I forced my gaze down to the suitcase I dropped, and then my immense horror only grew. A large puddle was too much liquid to be coming from just 24 cans, and in my sickening gut, I realized I dropped a Pepsi instead of a Mountain Dew Code Red. Okay. Oh, fuck, I said through the fear. Panicking, I leaned down and ripped the suitcase's lid off. Rather than cans, I saw 24 individual pieces of human flesh. Eyeballs with sagging skins still attached, a severed arm, even a pulpy heart. Judging by the blue clothes and blue-soaked cap, I knew where all those neighborhood market slaves had gone. What happened to them when they were alone with Ray? I looked at my crammed cart. Now there were bloodstains seeping through all the cardboard. All the logos now glowed with a vivid red. Going off equal parts adrenaline and stupidity, mostly stupidity. I ripped open one of the 12 packs. 12 mutilated limbs and gooey organs stared back at me.
Ooh.
Queasiness joined my terror. Only the biting cold kept me from puking. I couldn't imagine how foul the stench of slaughter would have been in the summer. Pulling myself away, I staggered up toward the open door. I yelled. I kept my eyes on the scattered boxes. The load Ray left for me.
Okay, I got it. Okay.
All right.
Ray, where are you? I cried, desperate for protection. I pulled a box cutter from my pocket. That's gonna fucking help you for sure. The one Ray had convinced me to buy just yesterday, and the only weapon I had. Feeling more haunted than Hunter, I approached these boxes. Goddamn Ray! I slid the cutter's pathetic blade up. Where are you? Scooby-Doo, where are you? Closer and closer to the collection I got. Huge tears covered the boxes, providing an easy glimpse into their contents. Ray! I yelled again. Outside, I felt a heavy wind cut into me. Only 2 of the trucks of the parking lot's lights were on. Beyond the trucks and pillars, I saw a forest polluted beyond belief. Stray Walmart boxes and garbage made up its filthy ecosystem. I looked around, but saw no one outside. A rumbling truck the lone noise I heard. Gripping my box cutter, I knelt down to the largest box, a 24-pack of Diet Pepsi. A pack of Diet Pepsi. My paranoid gaze kept searching the parking lot. Ray! I yelled out. Jason! Jason! Jason!
Press X to Ray.
Sean! Sean! Again, I got no response. No answers on this cold, dark night. I'm guessing Ray's in the box.
What's in the box?
Finally, I forced my focus back towards the Diet Pepsi. Just one look is all I needed. The present inside was Ray's decapitated head. Ray's head. Whoa. His blue eyes looked on me, cried for help, just like his agape mouth surely was, in a color befitting a more gruesome code red. Blood oozed out of his neck, his beard now populated by crimson specks. All the jagged hacks made it obvious Ray's death was a slow carving rather than one clean slash. Scared, I bolted. Scared, I bolted for the door to my feet. I couldn't reach I can help a catch quick. Disturbing glimpses of all the other boxes, Ray's other pieces, his hands, organs, legs, all divvied into 6 and 12 packs, all the gore packaged and ready for market. To who? The truck door burst open and out jumped a large masked man. It was Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
He was tall and strong and fucking fast. The man descended upon me like a savage beast, a hungry beast. One with a hockey mask and a machete. I confronted the killer. No, you fucking didn't. You ran like a coward. A cardboard yellow smiley face mask disguised him. It was Jason Voorhees. Blood no, it was Smiley. It was fucking
Smiley.
Smiley's return. His vengeance is wrought.
Better than this first movie.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll talk about the FNAF movie later. All right. A hungry beast. I confronted the killer. No, you didn't. A cardboard yellow smiley face disguised the man's face. Blood scattered all over the morbid homemade rendition of Walmart's trademark mascot. Now a smile of death. You fucking prick. You joke. The man wore tight gloves. I guess it isn't Jason. He never wears gloves.
No, he does.
In part 2, I think.
No, he does. He doesn't. I think he does in later movies. I think so. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, keep going.
His oversized Walmart uniform draped over him like a cultist robes. The store's yellow star icon now doused in a fresh crimson. Trembling, I held out my box cutter, the blade so far out reach of the murderer. You get away from me, motherfucker! I screamed. My attempted toughness is about as pathetic as a weapon of choice. Yeah, no shit. In one cold swat, the killer knocked my blade away. Helpless, I watched it fly out towards the trucks. Off in the parking lot's depths, dark depths. The gloved hand extended right towards me. I got a front view of his own box cutter. So the blade was longer than a Shakespearean dagger, and sharper than one, judging by the lump of flesh grew through it. Well, I could tell the man had customized this weapon into a machete. All made just like his mask, which was a hockey mask. And just like those graveyard of boxes inside. Like the world's most demanded supervisor, the Walmart killer. Okay, I'm gonna finish this actually. The Walmart killer waved the cutter in front of my face, somewhere between a taunt and a sadistic scalding. Horrified, I staggered back. My sloppy, scared footsteps struggled to reach the back room. I slipped and fell onto one knee like a protagonist in a horror film. The killer charged after me. I saw a faint light glimmer off that long blade, and the masked smile only seemed to grow wider. The man swung his weapon. I rolled away, just missing the fatal blow. Stumbling to my feet, I confronted the killer. Our eye contact lingered into the February night. Breathing cold air, I took one last look around the parking lot, around this shitty neighborhood market. No one was coming to help. I knew that much. A masked man lunged at me. I bolted off for the woods. My only chance of escape. My only chance of survival. Of course, the man kept pace. The world's craziest supervisor was also the fastest. Was also the fastest. The wind blew back across his Walmart uniform, making it flow like a vampire's cape. Focused through the fear, I kept going. I had to, regardless of what Ray thought. I was now going pretty goddamn fast. Running amongst the myriad of forgotten trash and Walmart bags, I ripped off my name tag. Fuck this terrifying night, a terrifying job. This shit wasn't worth $10 an hour. And that's where it ends. We don't know if he survived or not.
Yeah, I guess he just got away and was just like, this is dumb.
All right, so that was I delivered sodas to a strange Walmart, to a strange Walmart neighborhood market. That was pretentious and pathetic at the same time.
It got funny at the end though.
Okay, let's read some comments.
All right. I have to admit, as much as I liked the concept, I didn't really like the narrator in this one. The way he talked about common Americans and how he's at war with the world really makes him sound like a pretty stuck up and patronizing, just making it hard to connect with him, you know? Plus, at a certain point, he really starts laying on the whole "woe is me" thing a bit thick.
Joining the workforce isn't easy, but I respect all those who do it without complaining. I just continue to chase my dream of being a full-time writer. I don't mean to offend the common Americans at all. Still call... Fuck you. Fuck you, OP. You fucking fuck. I'm not even going to finish that. Fuck you, you prick.
Sure, but this isn't a true story. You don't have to make the narrator's perspective precisely the same as yours. I get that it's necessary to get the reader to connect with the narrator, but I don't think that's the way to do that. I don't think that the way to do that is constantly hammering on about how tragic it is that the narrator has to do the same sort of work done by millions of other people.
Yeah. Uh. Comments are not that great.
Yeah, only the top one was any fun.
Yeah. Okay, so that was that story. I think we have a future in fucking over bad stories, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, everyone's southern in our. Everyone goes from either like deep voice or southern,
Or goofy.
or goofy.
All right. Well, that was fun. All right. Yeah. So we'll call it for that first episode of our bad reading thing. We'll workshop a title later. All right.
Yeah.
Until next time. This has been Blah 6.
And this has been Equestron.
Signing out.
Bye bye.
Boo!